Mm, 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 mm. Today's a day your mum's vag is on display, your fat fuck face it down, and I wish it would all stay, 'cause it's just your birthday, why do we even celebrate? Screw your dinner party, I'll just stay home and masturbate. Right, okay. I'm going to try and make this one quick as fuck. Serious matter. Public masturbation? Like, what the fuck? Like, right, there's been incidents of people masturbating on mega buses. I seen an old guy with his cock in his hand on a city link coming from Oban to Glasgow. Obviously, police got involved, and I've never heard fuck all since. But I contacted CityLink. They said phone the police, and I made a statement at the police station. I've heard fuck all else. Apparently, I've got an officer called Officer Snedden chasing the case, but I haven't heard fuck all from him since ever. I just don't know him as a name. Right. Also, in a sort of connected scenario, right? We've got a West Clyde line up our way via Annie's Land and such like it. There's been two people caught masturbating on the train. One through the exhibition centre. I got messaged about somebody masturbating on the Edinburgh to Glasgow via Falkirk High and Palmont line. Right, this is an endemic, and it's fucked up. Right, there was a local incident up in Fife, a place called Cooper, and a small little bus, also known as an Octar Soul, but it's basically a shopper's bus or a granny mobile, right? And there was an old guy fucking ripping the head off it publicly, and there was, let's say, U18s very close by. They were disgusted. Eventually, because the public being so loud about it in Fife, the guy handed himself in, and he went through the court and all that stuff. And oddly enough, the judge gave a really pish penalty for that. That should be a fucking either suspended sentence or a full blown sentence of 5 years. But anyway, yes, this is getting like endemic as I was trying to describe. Another example, a mate of mine was travelling to London on a megabus one night, and there was an old guy making very loud noises. So my mate turned around and looked round the seat and bellowed, "You shouldn't be fucking doing that in public. It's a time and a place." And that's what I'm going to kind of focus in on here. Time and a place. If you feel you're going to get horny while you're outside, what you do is you have a quick ham shank before you leave the house. It's a bit like your house keys. You don't leave the house without your keys. You don't leave the house without the phone. You don't leave the house with nothing in your folder for work, right? If you are really needing to fucking let one go before you go to work in the morning or whatever, just fucking do it. It's in your own house. There's no offence being caused. Once you start doing that, either publicly or actually being on a bus, train, lift, there was even somebody caught masturbating in a lift. I mean, his stop time between ground floor and first floor was probably like 3 or 4 seconds. So, how could you get a jolly out of that? But ultimately, cunt was caught and put through the system. He's an SOR candidate now, so get up but aye, this is just so ridiculous. And now I've said the punchline: have a wank before you leave. You wouldn't leave the house minus your keys. You wouldn't leave the house minus your phone, your Gerber, whatever, right? So why would you leave the house without a wank? I'm only assuming it would be very embarrassing to be caught with a fucking lad in your hand and 4 people looking at you. Someone's going to fucking want to belt you for that shit. at the very least. So like, come on, use your fucking noggin before you end up getting charges. That's all I'm going to say on the matter. But yeah, it's just truly depraved, this world. I mean, I've seen at least one incident. I was coming back from Oban one night in the bus, and the guy in front of me, as we were climbing the stairs, he says, "Are you single or what?" And I said, "Of course I'm going to be single looking like this, for fuck's sake." Right? And I just thought nothing else of it, sat down, and, he scuffed the floor to get my attention about 2 or 3 minutes later, and I looked, there it was, in his hand, right? And it was a very uncomfortable 2 3/4 hour journey back to Annisland from Oban, and at no point I could get a hold of the bus driver without making Mr. Masturbator aware that I'm going to air consent. So, because of that, even going to the onboard toilet at the back of the bus was a no-no. I was scared I was going to get locked in the toilet, or a guy was going to run into the toilet and try and kind of force the door open whilst I'm pissing or whatever. So, it was absolutely terrible. And when I got off the bus, with other people. I said, could I walk with you for a few yards? There's something going on. And I was scared he was going to come off the bus, follow me up one of the many little lanes at Annisland there are, and do something. And that's something you can already imagine what. I'm not going to say it in case the algorithms get triggered. But anyway, yeah, it's just, that was terrifying, because, like, the amount of horrible grunting noises the guy was doing, and then at one point during the journey before departing, he sat in the toilet for like more time than you could have a shite with, or piss, or slit your wrists. Right, so he was probably offloading, like, so, let's say. But anyway, yeah, I just want to say, in general, this shit is out of order, and it needs to fucking stop. And I mean, when it needs to stop right now. Anyway, bye.